Diving into the nitty-gritty of Cardano's ADA price movement, it felt like the ultimate rollercoaster ride for viewers. With each time frame analyzed, excitement mounted, and hope hung in the air, teasing the possibility of a major price swing for ADA. But just when everyone was at the edge of their seats, eagerly anticipating the big reveal, the unexpected happened. A sudden glitch paused the analysis right before the crucial insights were about to be unveiled, leaving everyone hanging in suspense. Welcome back to the Cryptoholics Corner, your hub for all things crypto. Join us as we dive into the world of cryptocurrencies, uncovering insights, sharing news, and demystifying the complexities of this exciting frontier. Stay tuned for enlightening episodes, and remember, the crypto universe is vast, and together, we'll navigate its depths. Cardano, or ADA, just hit a pretty big milestone, hitting that 45-cent mark. Now that's a big deal because it shows how it's been on a solid upward path recently. But now, experts are thinking we might see a bit of a breather or a pullback for this cryptocurrency. Now here's why the pause or pullback might happen. First off, hitting targets. Now hitting that 45-cent mark usually means investors might take a step back to cash in on their gains and figure out their next moves. It's like a breather for the market after a sprint before it possibly starts running again. Number 2. Facing resistance. Now that 45-cent spot has historically been a tough point for Cardano in past market cycles, so it could be like a roadblock for further gains, causing a temporary dip in the price. And thirdly, it's the market catching its breath. After such a strong upward swing, a little dip isn't all that surprising. It's like a reset button that helps keep the prices steady and lets new buyers jump in. And here's what might happen next. First off is consolidation. ADA might chill around that 45-cent mark for a while. Think of it as catching its breath before deciding whether to shoot for even higher numbers or gradually move up. Or number 2, pulling back. There's a chance ADA might step back a bit, maybe hitting the 40 or 39 cents area in the short term. And on a long-term view, it might even touch the 35-cent level. If that happens, some investors might see it as a chance to get in on the action they missed earlier. Now, let's break down the key support levels for Cardano across different timeframes as mentioned in this video. Now let's look at the 6-hour chart. 40 cents. This is like the first line of defense after ADA recently surged to 45 cents. If it can't stay above 40 cents, it might slide down a bit more. 39 cents. Now deeper down, this level aligns with the upper trend line from the recent breakout triangle. If ADA slips below 40 cents, it might catch itself around 39 cents. Now let's move to the daily chart. 35 cents. Now this is super important. It matches up with the yellow trend line on the daily chart, which has been a stubborn barrier for months. If ADA dips on a daily basis, 35 cents might step in as support. And the yellow trend line, which is not as critical as 35 cents, but still noteworthy. It's been blocking ADA since August 2022 and might lend support if ADA goes through a major correction. Now, on the weekly chart. 20-day moving average is 30 cents, and this moving average tracks ADA's average price over the last 20 days. It's a sort of flexible support that might catch ADA during a longer-term dip. Moving to the 50-day moving average of 33 cents, it's lower but stronger. This moving average covers ADA's average price over the past 50 days and could provide more solid support compared to the 20-day moving average. Now these support levels are like guideposts for potential turning points in ADA's price. If ADA stays above them, it might keep climbing, but if it drops below, it could signal more downward movement. If ADA keeps going up, there are a couple of things you might want to keep an eye on. Number 1 is structure formation. This is basically about spotting certain shapes or patterns on the price chart. You know, things like triangles, flags, or head and shoulders formations. Now these patterns can give us clues about where the price might go next. For instance, if ADA forms an upward sloping triangle, it might mean the price will keep going up and might break out even higher. Number 2. Volatility. When things get volatile, buckle up. It means the price could swing a lot, up or down, in a short time. It's tricky to predict, but it can create opportunities for both short-term and long-term traders. Keep an eye on the market, use risk management tools, and have a clear strategy in mind. So, what does this mean for traders? For those feeling positive about ADA, look for chances to jump in when those patterns appear and ride the wave during breakouts. Also, take advantage of the ups and downs by using strategies like scalping or swing trading. For those who are cautious or leaning towards a downward trend, use these patterns as signals for when to bail out or switch to short positions. And hey, manage risks wisely. Use tools like stop-loss orders and adjust your trade sizes. The recent breakout of ADA on the weekly chart, arriving earlier than in the previous cycle, is a promising sign for Cardano. This early breakout indicates a potential for quicker growth and a stronger upward trend. It suggests that ADA might experience a more rapid increase in value this time around, as underlying market conditions seem favorable for its advancement. Now, this accelerated momentum not only validates technical indicators, but also attracts more investors. This contributes to a positive feedback loop that could further boost ADA's price. Moreover, breaking out earlier than in the previous cycle positions ADA to potentially establish itself as a major player in the crypto market sooner than expected. This early dominance could pave the way for long-term success and higher valuations. Comparing the current cycle with past trends allows us to draw parallels and identify potential divergences, offering valuable insights into ADA's future trajectory. The optimistic sentiment surrounding ADA's early breakout could inspire investor confidence, encouraging them to hold their positions and potentially invest more, which is crucial for sustained growth and market stability. However, it's essential to note that while the early breakout on the weekly chart is a significant development, it's just one aspect impacting ADA's price. Now, there are various other factors which can influence where it's heading. Comprehensive analysis and observation of market dynamics are necessary to understand the full scope of ADA's potential growth. Now, let's talk about Cardano's monthly RSI or Relative Strength Index and what it might mean for its price in simpler terms. The monthly RSI of Cardano is pretty important when it comes to figuring out when its price might be headed in the long run. Right now in this current cycle, the RSI is much lower compared to how it was during the last time the market was booming. It seems like a bad thing, but actually it could mean some really good stuff for the future. We'll explain why a lower RSI could actually be a good sign. Think of it like stretching a rubber band. Now, the more you pull it back or having a lower RSI, the more potential it has to snap forward, which means a price surge. So what we're suggesting is a lower RSI means Cardano hasn't hit its maximum momentum yet, leaving space for the price to go up quite a bit. Just looking at the RSI number by itself doesn't tell the whole story. It's essential to compare it to the previous cycle to really understand what's going on. Last time around, when things were going strong, the RSI hit about 50, but now it's below 30. That means Cardano has not gotten as overbought as it did before, suggesting that there's still more room for the price to go up. Also, looking back at the history helps. In the previous bull run, Cardano went from 5 cents to $3. By the time the RSI hit 50, the price had already shot up a lot. Using that history to look at things now, a lower RSI could mean an even bigger price increase might be on the horizon. So, what could this mean for future prices? Experts who compare the current RSI to where it was in the past think that Cardano might hit somewhere between $7 to $10 in the next bull market. That is a huge potential jump for folks who get in at the current prices. Now, we help you dig into Cardano's price potential, looking at all the technical stuff and past trends. We've also talked about how the price could shoot up quite a bit in the long run, but we admit that in the short term, things might chill out or even dip a bit. I hope you gained some insights from this video. Thank you, Cryptonauts, for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.